Hi, this is Heidi with Kiddo's Corral, and I am going to show you another Sunday Simple Supper. I had mentioned in a previous video about how I stay on budget, and I said that I made my own macaroni and cheese, and people have asked me how I make it, so I thought for this Sunday I would show you exactly how I make it. And so let's get started. Alright, so I have a large pot here. It's filled with water. I'm going to turn it on high because I want to boil my macaroni, obviously. This is the macaroni that I'll be using, and I will be boiling a little bit more than, I guess, half this box. I will put the the amounts and the recipe down below in the description box. So elbow macaroni is a must. You're going to need some regular milk. You're going to need some evaporated milk. And you're going to need some butter. And you're going to need some cheese. Now, usually I use two kinds of cheese, and I honestly, whenever I make this, it is whatever cheese I have on hand. So if I had like mozzarella and cheddar, I would put both in. If I had, something else, I would use it, or just cheddar. But this week, when I went to Costco, all they had was the Mexican style blend. It's a really good cheese, and I like the way it tastes. So that is exactly what I'm going to be putting in this macaroni and cheese this week. Then you are obviously going to have to boil your macaroni first, which I'm going to get that started. Then you're going to need another pot, and this is kind of like what I call a roux. I also should mention you're going to need like a tablespoon, maybe two, of flour. You're going to make your butter, your milk in here, and you're going to whisk it together, and once that combines and gets good and melted, you're going to add a little bit of flour for thickening. Then once that takes place, then you're going to add your cheese to it. Now, you're not going to want to add your cheese to this mixture until for sure your macaroni is completely done, because you want to be able to pour this cheesy mixture into your drained pasta into this big pot here. And then I have a 9 by 13 pan here, and I have it just sitting on a towel because whenever I pour the stuff, I don't want it to slip and slide while I'm trying to do it. What I usually do is just take a brush, and you can use melted butter. If you have the canned spray Pam spray, you certainly can use that. But what I'm going to do tonight is just take a brush, a little bit of canola oil, and just brush it just to make sure that it does not stick. You're also going to want some salt and pepper to add to your macaroni and cheese. So let me get my pasta rolling, and I'll be right back. So I have my butter here. It's 1 stick of butter that's melting. This is my 1 pound of elbow macaroni and cheese, which is boiling, which is going to take about 15 minutes. I've got 1 cup of milk here. I've got 2 heaping tablespoons of flour and my evaporated milk. Now, once my butter gets melted, I will add all my milk. Then I'm going to take a little bit of milk out and put it in this bowl, and I'm going to whisk it together so that there aren't any lumps. That the flour is well incorporated into the milk. Otherwise, if you add this and dump it straight into the pot, it's going to be lumpy and gross, and you don't want that. So I'm going to actually take out of here and add to this so that when I pour it back into here, it's not lumpy. So then when I get to that point, the macaroni over here should be finished. I'm going to drain it, and in this I'm going to dump it back into this big pot, and I'm going to pour this roux and my cheese all in it, and then I'll show you exactly what it looks like when I get to the next step. Okay, I just wanted to show you what this looks like when you get it well combined. I just took some of the milk and butter mixture from here, put it in here, whisk it until it is completely combined. Now I'm bringing this up to kind of a simmer not quite a boil because it will affect the milk in this. Once it gets to a simmer in here, I will pour this in. But I'm going to have to get started on prepping my 9x13, and I'm just going to give it a good brush with some canola oil, and I will be back with the next step. I just added my flour to this, and as you can see, once you add that flour, the consistency changes. You can fill it with your spoon. Actually, the stuff that the liquid will actually thicken. You can fill it with your spoon. I just turned the heat off. My macaroni has about another 7 minutes, and then I will combine the cheese into here, and then I will pour it into my drained macaroni, and I will show you that. Here it is. I've got it in my 9x13. I've got the cheese sauce in it. Now all I'm going to do is sprinkle it with a little bit of salt, not much because cheese has a lot of sodium in it. Some fresh black pepper. I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes, and it should get good and golden brown around the edges. So I will show you what it looks like when it comes out. So I just pulled this out of the oven, and as you can see, and I don't know if the camera is going to capture it, but around the edges is like a dark brown, or a light brown I should say. It's not burnt. So I'm just going to scoop some out of here. Try to do this one-handedly and let you see what it looks like. Anyhow, that is my mac and cheese, and I hope that you guys will come back and let me know if you make this mac and cheese, and let me know if you like it. I'm going to enjoy mine, and I will be signing off, and I will talk to you again soon. Have a great day. Bye.